We lurking just to catch you lacking, like we on cheaters. Free us, rip us,
trash.
We try to grab the plate of
Kamari's just all
taking what's given. You know what it is at the city. Girl free to if you don't wear why. When it comes to paper, that's that I require. When it comes to power, that's that I desire. For real.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm on a block. Ain't no time for no sleep in the yawn and no whatnot. 12 running around creeping.
Cry about it.
We be moving with caution. The block is really hot. The block is 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 hot. The block is
Really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer.
Can I actually wear one?
Cold like December, oh yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway.
You know what? I'm still rocking with the Zion. I've been wearing these Zions. I'm gonna switch now.
Wait. Oh my God, Ronnie.
I wanna
Okay. He gon' need a first aid kit, ain't doing the waiting. Free just like the Masons. Giant what I am, attack on Titan. A beast in your reality, something like liking. To your I'm taking a liking. There's a couple Jones, I talk about biting. Why they mosquito, they always be biting.
Babe.
Like lightning, my watch on Ben 10. Like vitamins,
no
when I
idea
represent
what
me,
you're
and then
talking.
the economy, cause it texting on property. It said I play with the paper, it said I do all got me, it said. Okay, wipe your nose, we cold, follow. The cold, I'm an animal, you see silo. Horns on the top of the head, go. We told, just like Starbucks. And it goes in front of my bro. When I think I eat my go. I go crazy, I Steve-O. Keep Dragon Ball Z, pick it low. Think I'm scared to get Geronimo. Wish it would like Pinocchio knows. We gon' like one of Barney toes. That's just how it goes. All of my opponents get from the head to the flow like a rubber band. We show resistance set up.
Daddy.
Hey, yo. Kamari, like, bro.
Locker room, sometimes there'll be stuff for you to do with the coach, sometimes there'll be stuff to do with the team. You might have a press conference, you might do a locker room scrum with the reporters. You know, we wanted to integrate a lot of what was going on in the arena because that's an important part of the experience that we didn't really dig into as much in the past.
And I love how as you progress, more things open up, and it almost feels like the arena is alive around you.
A whole host of characters that are, most of the time just doing their own thing in the background. Again, we wanted to try to bring that whole atmosphere and experience more.
Let me turn up.
As we get close to the All-Star break, Frank, what's the vibe like in the locker room post-trade deadline?
It's great if you're a playoff team, and just knowing your GM wanted to keep you on the squad. Plus, you've got a little break coming up, so lots of happy dressing rooms right now.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. And
Chill, rusty right now.
Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Right band played out there with Rain Man, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. MP will be in the upcoming All-Star game. What a special honor for him.
It's a huge deal to go to the All-Star game, and MP has worked hard to earn his spot. That's not just something they hand out.
Number 1, Rain Man with the buckets.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's Brooks. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Just 5 to shoot. Barnes grabs the miss. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. A lot of change. Toronto was without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And here's Morant, following the 3 moments ago from Raymond. Morant finds Adams. Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right at the beginning.
Oh my. Yo, who did I just dunk on, bro? Nah, eat that. Eat that.
To take charge of this game, this could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Conchar. Out to Morant. They need this. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Pass to Raymond. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free.
Yo, that was so slow too, and oh my god, you're crazy. Oh my god, bro, look, a big man.
Throw coming up.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Brooks. Good on the shot.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Rayman. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. And the pass to Barnes. And he uses the glass on the lane.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected in a honest stream.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. And finished off by Morant.
That's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
He kicks it to Brooks. Passes it to Conchar. Down it goes, jamming down one hole.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
To the paint. Here's Conchar. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Williams. Pass to Conchar. Back to Williams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
It's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from first round.
Here's Rain Man. What a play! Certainly trains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. We're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
So on the floor for Toronto to start the second quarter, we've got Derrick Rose. Young is out there with Achua. Then it's Gary Trent, and it's Rain Man in at the 2 spot. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against the Rockets was outstanding. He finished with 59 points, and he got those points as he always does. Knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Just 3 to shoot. Clark for 3. Rose with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Achua. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Jaron Jackson. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting
41.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then it's Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And the 3 ball is good. Rain Man's got 25 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
And it's Rain Man missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 10-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
And he's good on the second. Raptors leading by 9. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Moran finds Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Nice shot by Brooks.
Well, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Down low, Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Conchar. Back to Jackson. Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Latrey carries it from 3-point range. Brooks is going to back down to within single digits for Memphis.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Toronto calls timeout. Some changes for Memphis. Clark has checked in for Adams. Robert Covington comes in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. A new group in now for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Scotty Barnes. Trent's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Jones with the bounce pass. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Brooks misses. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Rain Man. He's got 34. Cans it from downtown.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the pass to Brooks. A 3-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Covington for the 3. They get it back. Here's Conchar. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conchar's got 10 points in the game.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Here's Rain Man. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Conchar, the pass to Covington. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Over Porter. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Rain Man. Up in time. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
That is a huge three-pointer. Extends the lead in the last possible second. That'll give him a big boost going into the 4th period.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 19. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Rain Man is out there with Rose. And it's Siakam in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brooks finds Adams. Brooks with him. Pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. Looking to get back on track here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
And one of these modern leagues who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Fires from deep. Here's Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Steven Adams. And so Toronto takes this, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Gotta change my shoes.
I think that first intro is the one in water. Wet.
Oh my God, Ronnie.
Okay. He gon' need a first aid kit, ain't doing the waiting. Free just like the Masons. Giant what I am, attack on Titan. A beast in area, something like liking. To your, I'm taking a liking. There's a cup of Joan, I talk about biting. Why they mosquito, they always be biting. Striking like lightning, my watch on Ben 10. Like vitamins with the non-rubber army, and then it's the economy, cause it texting up properly. It said I pay with the paper, it said I do origami, it said, okay, wipe your nose, we cold, follow the code. I'm an animal, you silo, horns on the top of the head, go. We told, just like Starburst. Send a ghost, any fan, I'm on bro. Know that I be picky, I eat money the mo. Go, yo, put that on my go, go, put that on my I go crazy, I Steve-O. Keep the Dragon Ball Z, pick a low. Think I'm scared to get Geronimo. Wish it would like Pinocchio knows. We go like one of Barney toes. That's just how it goes. All of my opponents get.
You know, Shep Owens, your rival, has always been, you know, a favorite player in that tournament. And so, you know, as you've worked your way through all of these different quests and things to do, you've met all sorts of fun and interesting people along the way. They all sort of come together in the end, and you get to battle to, you know, really prove once and for all who is the #1 player in the city.
So one of the key parts of the narrative is leadership. How did you guys implement leadership in NBA 2K23's My Career Mode?
Yeah, we really wanted to make that an important part of.
Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a mid-season lull. What has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Gorgie Jang is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. Here's Rain Man. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Wesley. Richardson up top. It's stolen. Up top, Anunoby. 8 points in his last time out. Rain Man, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You would gladly take those.
And the Spurs call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Left side, Johnson. Pass to Jones. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Puts it up from 12. Rebound by Van Vliet. Here's Toronto now, and Richard Spurs trying to rebuild without bottoming out. That's one of the hardest things to do in the NBA.
And they've got a lot of intriguing young players, but you need superstar talent to win in this league, and San Antonio is still in search of that.
Now here's Jones. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Pass to Richardson. Got a piece of it. Here comes Toronto on the push. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
far.
Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Richardson finds Jones. Pass to Jang. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Johnson with a bucket.
Fighting down low, big fella Johnson with some hustle points.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. From downtown, and the Raptors, another 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Wesley. Outside Johnson. Now Jones. Now Richardson. Anunoby covering. Here's Wesley. Feet away. Siakam pulls down the board. Toronto has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Oh, wasted no time on that one. 13 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Count it.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the Spurs call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
A big group substitution here for Toronto.